good morning, and good afternoon, and good evening to our viewers around the world. This is the Gamers New Republic TV channel coming at you with another in-depth benchmark of my new system that has a new motherboard, a processor, and RAM. Now, this RAM is DDR4, 2400 megahertz, and it's 16 gigs of it. I can get up to 64 gigs if I wanted to. And I've also got a GTX 750 Ti in it that's also overclocked thanks to the manufacturers. And also, I have a Pentium G4560 that has 2 cores, 4 threads. Not the best kind of a processor for this build, but the sweet spot of this is that I can upgrade it to a maximum of a Core i7 7600K or something higher than that. I can do all the 7th gen Kaby Lake processors, and I can go really high with that. And I've got the ability to have I've got dual graphics and all that, and Intel HD graphics 610 chip in it that comes with the processor for graphics, and then I also got my GTX in there as well. All right, let's go take a look at the differences. Here we go. This is my system. Not much has changed except for that new logo. Shows my new Pentium that I got. My RAM is still there. It's all good. This is my Blu-ray drive. As you'll notice, is no longer a fan controller in here anymore because it died. But on the side, there's quite a lot more to look at from behind. There's a lot more that's been put into it. Here I have a Thunderbolt connector that also has USB Type-C. I didn't have a Thunderbolt connector before, but now I do. DDI and VGA. And they still have the PS2 connectors for the keyboard and mouse, which really surprises me. And this is the HDMI port. A couple USB 3s. And the Ethernet. It's all there. That's pretty much it right there. All the stuff. Got 2 USB headers on there. The power supply changed it all. And this is the inside right here. We'll just open this bad boy up here. Okay. Let's see here. Let's see what it looks like inside. We will have a tour. Okay. Okay, this is what it looks like inside when the system's turned off. As you notice, there's no longer a big heatsink thing right here. That was on my previous system. It is a stock cooler. It's not bad. There's a HyperX Fury RAM. I got 2 more slots that I could house with more RAM. And see, it's just DDR4 support right there. The graphics card, the internals, 2 hard drives, 2 terabyte, 1 terabyte, and a Blu-ray drive right there. And the SSD right there. Can't see it very well. Then that's the graphics card. Hasn't changed much. That's the Asus motherboard. The Prime motherboard. I have the B250M right in there. -A. It's got, as you can see right there, it's got and it's got a way you can mount 2 M.2 slots for M.2 SSDs, and it's got Intel Optane memory ready, and it's got a LAN guard and it lights up and everything, and we are going to test that. Give me a moment, I'll get back to you in a moment. I just want to show you what the box is. Just yeah, okay, you're going to have a look at just a moment. This is the motherboard that I chose. Asus Prime 250M-A motherboard, 5 times of protection. It's got 6 slot cores. It's got switch protected networking, over voltage protection, stable DIGI VRMs power supply, and a stainless steel back I/O. And it's got HDMI, of course. Like who doesn't have HDMI these days? It's got the CPU support for LGA socket 1151. Optane memory technology, as I noted it before, it's still there. Then I have it supports Intel Core inside. chipset B250 inside. That's pretty much it right there. And on the back it shows all the specifications right there. I'm gonna hold this over here right at the moment for a couple of minutes to let you guys read it, because some people might not be a fast reader like I am, so it might take a while for you to look at the specs, but here they are. So that's pretty much the specs right there. You could just pause the video at this point if you want to look at the specs more in depth. Just want to give you an overview. That's the system right there. All the ports and I/O and all that. It's got Optane memory ready, revolutionary storage technology. As I said, it's got a couple of M.2 slots. It's got Esports Champions. Has LED lights on it, which I'll show you in it when I turn it on. Audio enjoyment, noise isolation. It's all there. Super performance. 5 times protection 3. Extremely stable groundbreaking protection. And we are going to try it out right now. Here we go. Just gonna plug the power cable in. We are gonna see what this baby purrs. There, okay. 1, 2, 3. Here it goes. You can see in the back, there's lights now. And also in the back here, you can actually see the lights are lit up a little more. Oh, you can actually see the light on the graphics card. You can see the it's set for breathing. Like the light fades in and fades out. It looks like lava or something, like some kind of lava on it. Like, it looks pretty cool. Anyways, we're gonna turn this bad boy on right now. 1, 2, 3. Just like that. Look how nice it is. The internals and all that. This is the system that's running. Not bad. Like keyboard detected, but that'll be fine once it opens up. It's opening up at the moment. And that's pretty much a look at what it looks like on the back and the front. Got the LED fans and all that. Very nice. I hope to get, see, there's that all right there. Now I just gotta, damn it. I have to go and get the, hang on. As I mentioned before, here's the system. It shows the date and all that, the timing, and we're gonna light it up. Here we go. And that's what it looks like right now. At the moment. It's opening up Word and everything. That's all the cores we've got here. All 4 of them. It's a Pentium CPU G4560, like I said. It's got 2 cores, 4 logical processors, threads, Hyper-V support, it's all there. Virtualization is currently disabled at the moment, but it's all good. There's all the discs, Ethernet, Wi-Fi, graphics, 2 graphics in there. 15 gigs of memory. It's actually 16, but I can get more than that. I'll show you it here right now what it looks like in the memory. 16 gigs. It's all there. Have the 2 terabyte ones there. There's the Ethernet, Wi-Fi, GPU performance, all that stuff. That's pretty much it. And we are going to run a benchmark. Okay, just gonna close that out for a minute here. Okay. Now, let's run a benchmark. We're gonna run Heaven, of course, because it's pretty much the most utilized one we have right now. I love that game so much. World of Warcraft Battle for Azeroth. Just give it a moment. It's gonna load. I'll have to load it myself. There we go. So here's all the settings. Let's make some changes. We'll check it out to just actually normal. Stereo 3D is not on. Anti-aliasing will set to -4. 4. Then the resolution will be up to, let's try, let's see what we've got here. We can try 1440p. We're gonna run it. Here we go. Here it goes. This is in 2K, 1440p right now that it's running at. This is gonna test the baby out. Here we go. Sorry for the internal portion of the video. It wasn't really nice at the start of it. It wasn't all that good, but it's okay. We're getting through it. Here's the, oh my. You can turn on all the features. It really slows things down quite a bit. But that's okay though. But yeah, it's all there. But that's because we're running this at 2K 1440p. As you can see, there's the temperatures on there on the side. The GPU's on top. The memory's right there. It's all there. There's the megahertz for the clock. It's all there. It's pretty decent. I enjoy doing these benchmarks. The only thing I don't like about it is that I have to keep holding my hand, holding my iPhone with one hand and doing this at the same time. It's a bitch for me. But looks pretty good. If the graphics card wasn't the GTX 750, if it was like a 1070 or a 1060, we might see better performance. But so far, I think it looks pretty good. I mean, I did turn the settings up quite a bit. You did notice that. It looks pretty good. I do enjoy it. Looks beautiful. It's a little bit choppy, but that's because of the system running at almost 2K. Sorry, running at 2K, not 4K, but 4K is 2160 by 3840. This one's 3840. This is 2180 by 1440 right now. It's running pretty well. We'll stop the performance at this moment. So we'll stop the benchmark at this at the moment. Yeah, sorry, I didn't say things properly. We are going to stop it right about now. And I'll hit OK, close. How do I do this? Escape. I want to close this damn thing. How do I get out of this? Now, that benchmark has been completed. We are going to run another one called PCMark 8. We'll open it up right now. Here it comes. It's currently performing the first time setup. It shouldn't take long, just like that. See? I told you to be fast. Now we don't know what the previous setting was for this was. The previous benchmark for the system that we're showing. We will find out as soon as we can. I will be posting both versions of this. Both testing numbers. I think the previous one was older though. It wasn't the same. We're gonna hit benchmark right here. And like I did before, guys, I'm not going to make you watch the entire thing go all the way to the end, which usually takes about just under an hour. I am only going to make you watch certain portions of it that don't put a strain on the body, mind, and soul, meaning that it won't mean that you won't have to wait for the long process to complete, blah, blah, blah. You get the idea. All right, here we go. We are going to test it for creative. You can test benchmark. We're gonna run a convention. We're gonna run an accelerated version of the test. Here we go. It's currently collecting the system info. Once it's done that, we'll look into it. There, it's got the passes on there. See, there's the timing. Looks like it's the test is all there. It's checking it all out. OpenCL test is running. It's currently running the benchmark progress Creator 3.0 OpenCL test. OpenCL test. Video editing part 2 of 2. Estimated total time is for this test is 40 to 120 minutes. Estimated total for this particular test is only about 1 to 2 minutes. OpenCL test 1 of 8. It's currently installing doing the next test. It started at that particular time. It'll end probably at noon hour. As you can see right there, that's when it started, and when it's going to end. Doesn't say when it's going to end, just gives us an estimated time. We're just waiting for this to go through. We'll come back to this. Here's an update. It's just showing that it's running the OpenCL. It's on OpenCL test 7 of 8. It's currently doing the Creator 3.0 OpenCL test group video chat version 2. It's going to come up in a moment. It's taking its time. Advanced video editing. There we go. Here we go. Here's an idea. This is interesting. Showing everything on the screen here. Wow, that is impressive. I only saw this particular guy appear before. I guess because I didn't use the TV as a big screen for the computer on HDMI. But it looks not bad. I mean, you can't hear them, but that's okay. We don't need to hear them. We're just running tests on it to make sure everything's working. And looks like the test is running on the GTX right now. Great video chat encoding is shown right now. It's almost done. The OpenCL test got 1, 2, and 3 passes to go through. I'll update these as well, and I'm also gonna put these on the. I'm gonna put all these clips together into one big 4K video, thanks to Adobe Premiere CC 2018 that allows me to do that. But until that's been, oh, there we go. There's some information we didn't see before. Well, we saw this, but this is running it on number 8 of 8. It's saying you should not use other programs while benchmarking. Yeah, no shit. We know that. I'm just doing all the information there. Just not the information. We're just showing. I think it's kind of like the. Looks kind of just like the like Skype. I guess you could say it's Skype. Just like four people at the same time. There we go. There, now it's on pass 1 right now. It's currently testing 1 of 12, 1 to 3. Once this gets done, we'll see the results. Currently, we're currently running web browsing JunglePin. I don't know what the hell JunglePin is, but we're gonna find out sooner or later. If somebody were to look through it. Now it tells you the performance of catch different social networking website. Oh, that's what that is. JunglePin looks like it's just like Instagram, I guess. I'm not moving that. My computer's taking care of that. It's doing it by itself. Oh, how interesting. It's pretty too. I like I like nature a lot. Laura Catino Rose likes this photo. I'm not typing that in myself. I'm not doing that at all. Okay, well, as you can see, they're testing system performance while caching friends on social networking this website, and it's currently doing the JunglePin. We'll come back to it in a moment. Here's an update. So far, it's gotten test 8 of 12 done, past 2 of 3, and it shows the estimated time for this is 1 to 2 minutes. Estimated total time is 40 to 120 minutes. It started at 10:31 a.m. and right now it is currently 11:40 a.m. and it's currently running the 3.0 Creative Mation Grade Gaming Part 1. As soon as it loads, it will play. So it will run the test. And also, I'd like to point out that the last score that we had here before it upgraded the internals of the system was 366.6. Sorry, 3666. That's the score that the benchmark found when I had my older motherboard and processor and RAM. Now I've got DDR4 RAM in contrast to the DDR3 RAM I had before, and I also have a 2-core 4-thread processor that's got 3 graphics, and it's better. Just says a lot better. Looks like we're doing Machine Game Part 2, and we also had a motherboard that didn't have M.2 slots and all that shit. Anyways, we're gonna compare these two in the end, and I'm going to do a calculation right on this machine, right in front of you, so you can see how much of a difference that we got. I don't know if we're gonna get any difference. Well, obviously we are gonna get a difference. We just don't know how much it'll be. But from my experience with this, I think it will probably be higher noticeably because of the fact that the system has a new processor in it, new motherboard, new RAM, all that shit, and I think it'll be good. Alright, so we'll come back when the benchmark is almost finalized. You can see it's on pass 2. It's going to be running the 9 out of 12 destined performance for advanced DirectX 11 gaming graphics. So that's pretty much it right there. There's the frames and all that, the total time, the FPS monitoring, all that. Okay, it's just doing the testing here. Test 10 out of 12. Doing the Machine Gaming Part 2, 1650 FPS, last result. It's initializing the next test. Looks like it's going to be another damn video chat thing, but it's a version 1, it's a version 2 now. So we're going to figure that out in a moment. As soon as it comes through, it'll automatically start playing. Well, not playing, I mean testing, it'll run. Let's see what we get. Shouldn't take too long. There we go. I will be upgrading this system to a Core i7 if it's possible, with 4 cores and 8 threads, which will simulate 8 logistical cores, which will be incredibly fast. This system is currently running on 2 cores, 4 threads, same as a Core i3, same idea, but the Pentium uses the same technology, but it's on the same socket, LGA 1151. It's decent. We're just doing the second test. Looks like the previous one was 40 milliseconds for ping. Let's result good video chat for recording for the benchmark. For editing version 2. I'm guessing this is like a third-party editing tool, unlike Adobe Premiere, I guess. You could say that. There's a black screen. I don't know why there's a black screen, but there is. Sorry for the cutoff on the sides for overscan, buddy. The system didn't have I didn't do the proportional editing that actually brought the sides of them down a bit. Like, I didn't do that yet, but on our test I might do that if I can. I'll try. Anyways, we'll come back to it. This is the current status right now. Tested 11 out of 12, passed 2 to 3. Estimated time for this test, so you can see right there, 2 to 3 minutes. Estimated total time is 40 to 120 minutes. It looks pretty good. It's almost on pass 3. Alright, we'll come back to this in a moment. Update. It's currently doing the next test, initialization. Large resolution gaming part 2 is 1560 FPS. That was because it's running at 4K resolution. And it says test 10 of 12, pass 3 of 3. And there we have those faces all over again. It's currently testing the performance for a 4-way group video chat with face detection. It's almost done. As you can see, the pass is almost complete. This will be probably the end result as you see it. I don't think this will be any more construed or any more relevant than what I just said right there. Just waiting for it to complete. Looks like it just has. It's currently initializing the last test. Well, the last test. There we go. Test 11 of 12, pass 3 of 3. We started at 11:10, after 11, and now it's almost 12 o'clock noon. So the estimated total time, 40 to 120 minutes, was pretty accurate because the 40 minutes is right there. That's what I'm seeing. So that looks pretty good. We're just testing the video group chat encoding. We're initializing the next test. Test system performance for interactive video editing, like Photoshop, I guess you could say. It's doing that at the moment. Yeah, that's really basic Photoshop shit. That's really old stuff. But it's almost done. You can see right there, the password is almost done. It's almost through it. The last test will come up in a moment. It's on test 11 or 12. This one should take about 2 to 3 minutes to go through. I don't really know why they even do benchmarks all the time. I guess it's supposed to bring crowds or something. It's supposed to make it look good or whatnot. Testing the performance of various peripherals and shit like that. Not a bad shot for just, looks like a jungle or something. It's nice though. It's a nice picture. I do like it. There. I was doing the 12 of 12 right there. It's on the last test. I don't know if they're doing the same damn test again, but they are. The next test should be up in a moment here. Just give it a moment. Shouldn't take too long. Alright. My photo library. Now testing the performance for editing photos in batches. I can definitely tell it's batches. There's nothing else that would actually make it more known that it was batches. That makes sense. It's almost done. Test 12 of 12, pass 3 of 3. It is almost done. See that bar? It's almost filled up. It's almost done. We will calculate the difference that it makes once we finish all the test passes and all the testing rounds. We'll check it all out afterwards. Just waiting for it to go through here. Test the performance ready for batches. I should probably mention that this computer is being really quiet right now. You can't hear anything running at all. It's so silent. It's so cool. Now, I think it's almost done. Here we go. I was right. It's almost done. Finalizing the result. Here comes the big result, people, that you've all been waiting for. Here we go. Let's see what we get. I'll be damned if it goes lower than what I had before. I'll be pissed if it does. If it goes higher, oh, there we go. Holy shit! Excuse my language. Went from 3666 to 4817. What a number. Holy sheep shit. There's the 2 GPUs, the drives, the memory, all those things. That is quite impressive, I must say. That's quite impressive. Showing all the results here. I'm just gonna hold like that. And okay, we're gonna open up a calculator here and do we're gonna do a comparison. So I had 366.6 for the previous score. Now we take away this amount, 4817. 4817. Where the hell is my calculator? There were 4817. No wait. Yeah, 4817. So 4817 equals, what do we get? Holy sheep shit. It went up by 1,151 for the score rating. The previous score right here was what I had before when I got my GTX, before I had the upgrade, and that's the difference right now. And this is the difference between the two. I think it's pretty goddamn sweet that my system actually outperformed the other machine by almost $2,000. That's impressive, if I do say so myself. That is very impressive. Create a service score result, benchmarks all there, save results. That's pretty decent. I'm blown away by this. The Pentium CPU actually helps quite a bit. It's just, wow. I can't thank the people that provide this software so much. It's just wonderful. All right. I hope you enjoyed this benchmarking and testing purpose video in 4K. I will be uploading this to OneDrive. Sorry, to YouTube in full 4K. Maybe not 60 frames per second, but close to it. And you'll see this result as soon as I can get my license renewed with Adobe Premiere, which will probably happen at the end of this month. Thank you very much. And as always, we will see you in the next one. Thanks for watching, people. We have a really good time here. We enjoy making videos for the public and for all of our subscribers. We've got 27 subscribers right now. We would like to have more. If you like this video, like it, or thumbs down, or subscribe, please, if you haven't already. And hit the bell icon to be notified when new videos get uploaded to the channel. Which is set right to your phone and or email. And all that. And yeah, just keep it up. Because this channel will provide more and more. It will keep on giving. Keep up the good work. And yeah, as always, we'll see you in the next one.